In the dimly lit room of an old, abandoned mansion, a deadly game was about to begin. This mansion, shrouded in mystery and time, was the setting for an encounter between two figures, a young man named Alex and an enigmatic stranger. Alex, lured by whispers of a cursed chess set hidden within the mansion's ancient walls, found himself across the chessboard from this stranger, the self-proclaimed guardian of the ancient game. The air was thick with anticipation, the silence only punctuated by the occasional creaking of the old mansion. Alex felt a chill run down his spine as he looked at the ornate chess set, the pieces seeming to possess a life of their own. Rumors swirled around this chess set, whispers of its cursed nature, of games ending in more than just a checkmate. The stranger's eyes gleamed with an unsettling intensity as he made the first move, his hand gliding across the board with an eerie precision. With each calculated placement of the pieces, the tension in the room mounted. Alex's gaze was locked onto the chessboard, his mind spinning with strategies and counters. Yet, as the game progressed, a creeping sense of unease began to infiltrate his thoughts. Every move he made, every piece he advanced, seemed to echo through the room like a whispered threat. The stranger, his opponent, was a figure shrouded in mystery and danger. His eyes gleamed with an unsettling intensity, his fingers danced over the board with a chilling precision. The game they played was not just a battle of wits, but a duel of destinies. The chess pieces, ornate and ancient, seemed to pulse with a life of their own, their movements imbued with an otherworldly power. As the game unfolded, a horrifying realization took root in Alex's mind. The chess set was not merely cursed, it was a conduit, a bridge between the realm of the living and the realm of shadows. The outcome of the game was not about victory or defeat, it was about life and death. The fate of his king was intrinsically tied to his own. The stranger's queen, a figure of malevolent beauty, moved in for the kill. Alex's king was cornered, the impending checkmate a grim portent of his own fate. A cold sweat broke out on Alex's brow as he stared at the board, his heart pounding a frantic rhythm in his chest. Every possible move, every potential escape path, seemed to be blocked. The sinister grin on the stranger's face was a stark reminder of the deadly stakes. Desperate, Alex made his move, his hand trembling as he advanced his knight. His gaze met the stranger's, a silent plea for mercy in his eyes. But the stranger's response was a chilling chuckle, a sound that echoed through the room like the tolling of a funeral bell. He was trapped in a deadly game of chess, with his very life on the line. The game was far from over, and the worst was yet to come. With a trembling hand, Alex made his final move, his heart pounding in his chest as he awaited the stranger's response. Desperation clung to every bead of sweat trickling down Alex's face, his breath hitching in his throat as the chilling silence of the mansion swallowed his hope. Each tick of the clock echoed like a drumbeat in his ears, the time stretching out into an eternity of uncertainty. The stranger sat still as a statue, his gaze locked onto the chessboard. His eyes, gleaming with an unsettling intensity, darted across the board, calculating, contemplating. The air seemed to thicken, the anticipation tangible, as if the very walls of the mansion were holding their breath. Then, as if time itself resumed, the stranger's hand moved with a predator's certainty. Each millimeter traversed by the stranger's rook amplified the dread gnawing at Alex's heart. And then, with a slow, deliberate motion, the stranger moved his rook into position, delivering the fatal blow that would seal Alex's fate. With a silent scream, Alex watched helplessly as his king toppled over, the sound of its fall echoing through the empty mansion like a death knell. A grim realization washed over him as the gravity of his loss sunk in. He had gambled with his life, and he had lost. His heart pounded in his chest, its rhythm growing fainter with each passing second. The room seemed to darken around him, the dim light flickering as if in tune with his wavering life force. There was no escape, no second chances. The game was over. As his life force drained away, the mansion fell silent, the only sound the chilling laughter of the stranger. It echoed through the vacant halls, a haunting melody that would forever linger within these ancient walls. The stranger's eyes gleamed with a cold satisfaction, his victory complete. Even in death, the chilling laughter of the stranger echoed in his ears, a grim reminder of the price he had paid for daring to challenge the guardian of the cursed chess set.